Okay, I don't know how to put my videos on my slideshow, so I'm going to submit them separately, and this video is going to be as if I was presenting to the class. So I have a milk allergy. What is a milk allergy? It's an allergic reaction to the proteins inside of milk, normally casein and whey. This differs from lactose intolerance because it doesn't just cause general discomfort or diarrhea. It's an actual allergic reaction that requires medical attention and can lead to anaphylaxis. So what causes it? As I explained, it's your body's immune system not responding properly to the proteins in milk, mostly casein and whey. Your immune system recognizes these proteins as harmful, and it begins to release histamines into your body, which create an allergic reaction. Here I show that the 3 common milks that affect people with a milk allergy are cow, goat, and sheep. And I have the statistics for how much whey or casein is in each of those, with cow being the highest, causing stronger allergic reactions. But all should be avoided. Who is affected? Milk allergies mostly affect infants and young children. In infants, you would want the mother to either breastfeed, avoiding dairy products herself because the proteins can be passed down to the baby still, or to get a provider approved formula, which are normally recognized as hydrolyzed formulas because they break down the proteins into smaller fragments, allowing the baby to digest them easier. In young children, their mothers or themselves would recognize avoiding dairy products themselves and treating it as any other allergy. You would carry an EpiPen and not eat it. A lot of children do outgrow it as they age, but some people carry it their whole lives. Symptoms you may experience. Like I said, milk allergies are different than lactose intolerance. You can experience symptoms minutes after ingesting them. Even a small amount can cause an allergic reaction. These can be hives, skin rashes, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Your stomach could hurt, your face, lips, eyes, everything could swell, and it could cause shortness of breath. Again, leading to anaphylaxis, which is a severe allergic reaction that requires immediate medical attention. Which brings us to our next slide. When do you seek medical care? So a patient should call a healthcare provider if they've suddenly started vomiting, having diarrhea, their face is swelling, they're having a skin reaction, or if a mother notices that her infant isn't feeding as well or is becoming sick after feedings quite often, then she should consult with her pediatrician. You should go to the emergency room immediately if you begin to have trouble breathing, if you're wheezing, if you begin to feel your throat swelling, severe hives, or dizziness. Again, these are all signs of anaphylaxis. Over here, for when to just seek medical help, those are more of your common symptoms. Over here, you'd see more anaphylactic symptoms, and they require immediate medical emergency services. And again, anyone who knows they have this allergy would be carrying an EpiPen and would need it to be administered, as well as going to the doctor. Procedures or tests related to the condition. So you could either do a skin prick or an IgE blood test. During the skin prick, the doctor will take small amounts of the protein in the milk, casein or whey, and inject it under the skin, waiting for a reaction. What it does, it tests if your body has a reaction to it. You would get redness or swelling in the area of the injection, and the doctor would then give you accommodations for that. During the blood test, it measures the antibody called oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Please don't make me redo it. Immunoglobulin E, hence the IgE test. It confirms the milk allergy and may help measure how strong an allergy response is. So normally you would get both tests. I don't know why this one's so small. Okay. Treatment and management. Common medications, again, would be an EpiPen, antihistamines for mild, smaller reactions. Those would be your non-threatening symptoms. And corticosteroids in some cases. I found that on Mayo Clinic. The patient would also require daily monitoring. I'm so sorry. The patient required daily monitoring. You would watch for symptoms after meals. You would make sure that they carry their EpiPen. Make sure that the patient, usually a child, is aware of this and knows how to react. Make sure that the people who are taking care of them are aware of this and how serious this is. And it should be considered as any other food allergy. This would require lifestyle changes, such as regular visits to an allergist, avoiding products, milk and dairy products completely. Reading food labels. Again, we want to reinforce that schools, other parents, friends, family members, everyone is very aware of this allergy and how serious it is, and prevent cross-contamination in the kitchen. If your family doesn't follow the dairy restrictions, then whoever has the dairy allergy should be using separate plates and spoons that are served with food and things like that. You would call 911 and use an EpiPen for emergency services. Okay, now down to the nutrition. What can you eat? Well, first we're going to talk about what you can't. Milk, cheese, butter, yogurt, cream cheeses. Honestly, anything containing whey and casein. Again, reading your labels. In your labels, you'll find things such as milk, whey, casein, lactose, milk solid, or butter fat. All of these things could indicate they are made from a dairy product and should not be consumed. Substitutes, you could have almond, soy, oat, dairy-free butter, coconut, things of that sort. They make vegan cheeses, vegan yogurts. You should also look out for statements such as contains milk or may contain milk. Things you are allowed to eat: fruits, veggies, lean proteins such as chicken, turkey. You can eat whole grains, rice, oats, whole grain bread. And again, there's alternatives such as almonds, soy, oat, things of that such. A family meal idea: eating grilled chicken with rice and vegetables. Spaghetti with tomato sauce is still okay as long as you make sure the noodles are dairy-free. Tacos with beans, meat, and veggies. Again, no cheese unless it's dairy-free. Dairy-free stir fry. A lot of stir fries come with a sauce packet, and you should check the labels on your sauce packet, making sure that that itself is dairy-free before making a stir fry, unless you're making it homemade. And baked potatoes with dairy-free toppings are also okay. At lunch, many schools serve turkey sandwiches for lunch daily, and you could just make sure that there's no cheese on it. Pasta and tomato sauce are okay as long as the pasta is dairy-free again. Grilled chicken wraps or sandwiches are okay if they're on whole grain bread or tortillas. Salads with toppings that are dairy-free, so no cheese. And you should also use dairy-free salad dressings. Fruits, crackers, and dairy-free snacks are also okay during school time. How to plan a meal safely at home. You should read every label at the grocery store before buying it or serving it to the person with the dairy allergy. Keep things stored separately, cook things separately, and serve them with separate utensils. And teach the child how to prepare their own food and what to stay away from to help minimize the risk. Oh no. I just realized that this was a pre-made template and I forgot to take out one of my extra slides. So it's talking about Neptune and Mars. Sorry about that. Well, grocery list. 10 items that you could find at a grocery store are oatmeal and olive oil are great cooking tools because you can't use butter unless you get dairy-free butter. So cooking with olive oil is good. Dairy-free cheese, yogurts, regular oats, rice, almond milk, chicken breast, or any other lean meats like turkey or ground meats, and beans. Those are all great examples. So for a meal plan, for breakfast, you could have oatmeal made with almond milk and served with fruit. A morning snack, eat apple slices with sunflower butter instead of regular peanut butter. Lunch, you could have, again, a turkey sandwich without cheese or with dairy-free cheese. You could serve it with carrots or dairy-free chips, both if you want. For a snack, dairy-free yogurt and granola. I like yogurt, granola, and fruit on top. Dinner, you can have grilled chicken, rice, and steamed veggies. And dessert, a fruit smoothie with oat milk. Food requirements. Healthy snacks, again, fresh fruit, popcorn made with no butter, trail mixes, as long as they don't have like a topping on them that could include dairy. Dairy-free yogurts, rice cakes, and hummus are all great options. When eating out, you should make sure to tell the restaurant you have an allergy. You should ask about foods that they have that contain the milk or foods that they have that don't, if it's a long list of things that they do. And request that your food not be cooked with butter. You could also customize things exactly to your order so that you know it's made correctly instead of ordering something directly off the menu. And you should avoid buffets because you aren't sure how the food is prepared. Common mistakes to avoid: forgetting to read labels every single time. It's very time consuming and tedious, but it's necessary, so you should. Assuming non-dairy means milk-free. That is not true. And the ingredients should still be checked for those phrases we looked for, like lactate, may contain milk, whey, soy, casein. Not soy. Sorry. Not soy. Don't listen to me. Look out for sharing utensils with other people. Not carrying emergency medicine provided by your doctor, such as your EpiPen, and eating food without checking an ingredients list first. High-risk foods or ingredients to be careful for: baked goods, especially when made by someone else. Chocolate and candy, processed meats, salad dressings. Again, they make dairy-free salad dressings. You just have to look out for it. Instant mashed potatoes contain dairy unless specifically noted not to. Cream soups. A lot of fast food restaurants have dairy products or cross-contaminated items, so you should be very aware of that. Pancake mixes. All of these have hidden dairy ingredients and should be on the lookout. If you have any questions, please let me know.